cap drip the whole nine.
Hey man, send the rest of them people they do that, dog. Damn, bro.
If the money do backflips, the whole vibe. It's more than just rap shit, that's that grind. Started with an itty bitty chip on my motherfucking shoulder. I ain't lying, had a nigga straight tweaking. I was tryna put South clean from a motherfucking runaway scene. Niggas thought a nigga geeking.
It's not weird, right? Hold on, let me ask a real ass question. Hold on. Wrap up the intro, please. We've had enough. Yeah, I should probably like edit in. I should probably edit in, you know what I'm saying, a point at which I know that the music will stop, and then I just like, and then the music just stops, you know what I'm saying, and then we get right into it. Yo, let me ask you a real ass question, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all think it's weird to like not be into your own content? Like as in not be somebody that like watches it back constantly? Hold on, man, I think it's enough for you, buddy, you know? It's enough with that kind of aesthetic. Yeah. Do y'all think it's weird not to do that, bro? Literally, bro, I feel like, you know, with what I spit, with what I express, you know what I'm saying, with what I put out there, when it comes to being in a phase where when it comes to being in a phase of cooking, you know what I'm saying, being in the kitchen constantly cooking, you know what I'm saying, creating, in other words, making sure that you know these channels have something of substance and things like that, you know what you're not just releasing or putting out anything just to put things out, or to, you know, I don't know, whatever it is that people put things out there, like as in trivial reasons. Let's say you're just locked in, you know what I mean? Like I find myself just being locked into the phase of just creativity, and once I'm at that point, I don't consume what I'm still cooking. I'm still in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? I'm still putting together the ingredients, right? I don't know, whatever it is that you like preparing as food, you don't probably, let's say for example, take the egg on its own, crack it and put it in your mouth, you know what I'm saying, and then swallow that, and then get the milk and then swallow that, and then I don't know, get whatever baking powder, and then be like, yeah, the thing will self-raise inside of my body. I'm saying, like, there we go, I just ate the muffin. You don't do that, you see what I'm saying? So everything has to come together, and you have to lock in for the whole process. That's just how I see it when it comes to, you know, videos that I cook up. Now when it comes to maybe reflection, right? Let's say you are now done with the phase of cooking and creating, and now you are at a phase of reflecting, maybe analyzing as to what worked, what didn't work in terms of creative ideas, right? And what new to implement within whatever it is that you did, right? So assessing your success level according to you, you know, as per what you've done, there is that point where you're gonna have to sit down, look back, and just reflect on what you have created. Now at that phase, that's when obviously it makes sense for you to sit down and watch the videos and reflect and just like see how you used to think, how you like conceptualize certain things at certain points, you know, go back for research purposes. So I'm saying things like that, that's important for that. So I feel like that's where I am with my content right now. I'm not at that point. So I wanna put it to you, right? I wanna put the question to you. When I watch my content right now, currently, I'm not I don't attract myself, man. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, I do think of what is attractive, but I don't attract myself because, okay, number one, I'm the one that's constantly editing the stuff, right? I'm the one that's constantly putting the intros together. I'm the one that's constantly da-da-da. So it gets so, like, I'm used to the whole aesthetic. I'm used to this whole thing. So it gets redundant pretty quick, because you got to understand, I am just this one person, right? Consuming, because when I watch back the content to see maybe no mistakes, you see what I'm saying, or when I edit in the intros and all of that, I consume all of that, right? So at that level already, I'm consuming it. Number two, I'm consuming it at a level at which when I react to it, me reacting to it, you know, on my reaction channels, that is, me reacting to the material is me taking in what I'm reacting to as well. as a consumer, right? Because yeah, I'm consuming the thing that I'm reacting to, but at the same time I'm creating this video for you to just like consume it, you know, and derive whatever value that you derive from it. And then you know, from that standpoint, I also consume whatever it is that I watch and I react to. You see what I'm saying? So that's the second level at which I'm consuming the thing. So by the third layer of just like me putting it up, okay, seeing it on the timeline, right, on the feed, and then clicking on it just like how everybody else clicks on it. By that time I'm like, bro, like I know every talking point. You see what I'm saying? I know, like I remember every reaction that I do at certain points. You know, every emotion point, like points at which I crashed, like points at which I gave some wisdom. Like I know every point, so I don't even think it's worth me consuming it. And here's another thing, right? Okay, so yeah, my question to you is that weird? Like, so okay, by the time I get to that third realization of, damn, I'm consuming the same thing again, I don't want to consume it. So I end up, when I see it on the timeline, on the feed, I just scroll past it, right? And what does that mean? It means maybe it's somebody whose content you're not interested in or whatever. So, you know, and I'm only asking this to y'all because I kind of have a little bit of like self guilt, a little bit self-inflicted guilt, a little bit, you know. And let me go ahead and say, okay, this is actually directed to my small creators out there, somebody who is creating content, right? And then, you know, as I said, bro, like you're so familiar with your content, things like, and another thing, for those who create content like daily, you know what I'm saying, like your production, your frequency of production of the videos, or it's just like high level, you know what I'm saying, you just churn them things out like nothing. You see what I'm saying? Do you honestly go back and watch like every full-length video that you drop? Do you watch every last one of them? You don't. And now look at what happens, bro. You're gonna get to a point where, okay, cool, you are this person, you know your videos, blah blah blah, and then you're gonna get to a point where you might just watch a couple seconds of your video because you are not your own target market. I think that is what today's MOS is, right? Moral of the story, bro, if you're a creator, you are not your own target market. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what the meal is today, folks, right? I done cooked it up. There we go. Boom. I done cooked. You are not your own target market, bro. You see what I'm saying? You create for other people, right? You create for other people. And you know what that realization is bringing me to right now? It's to the concept of, you know, well, the reality of people even creating offspring. Kids. You might think a kid is for you. No, your kid is for the world. I'm telling you, bro, it's to better the world. It's to, you know, all these good things about like expansion and humanity. Because number one, you gonna pass on, right? You're gonna die. You're gonna leave them here, and obviously you would hope that whatever you leave here is better for the world, better than what you were, right? That's at least the normal way of just like going about that kind of decision of like, you know, creating kids and shit like that, or leaving behind a legacy that you be proud of. That's the whole thing, right? That's just a sidebar with this whole thing of you not being your own target market, right? That's just a sidebar. It's just, you know, I feel like I even get to a point where I hurt my algorithmic positioning or motion or momentum or whatever, because I end up just like watching a little bit of my videos, and you know, I just get that natural sensation, like, dog, like, it's not that I'm not entertained at times, like literally I do find entertainment in my own shit. Facts. I like what I do, like I like what I produce. That's why I do more of it, you know. And obviously it has to get to a point eventually where, you know, I pay attention to the comments somewhat, and then say, you know, and then balance those out, you know, with my own sort of POV and my own vision of what is best for me or the channel, right? And so, you know, anyway, I end up hurting my own momentum, though. It feels like, for me, because I be clicking away like after a minute, after like couple seconds, be like, man, come on, man. You know this. You created this, goddamn. You see what I'm saying? You created this. Get off of this. And so I find myself just skipping my own videos, bro. But that's why you're there, you see? That's why you're there, my friend. That's why you're there, bro. I cook for you at the end of the day. So, you know, it's okay you consuming this. It's fine. It's just me. You see, like, if I would now click that stop record button, right? And watch it back, it would feel weird, gang. Okay, I get even, you know, a couple months ago when I started doing the thing, it was so exciting, you know, you checking out every video. Now it's like, huh? Y'all don't even do that. Be honest, do y'all do that, bro? And I told y'all, it's like, it's a question for my creators out there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're not a creator, if you're just a consumer, that's okay too. It's like, okay, put yourself in those shoes if you're a consumer. You know what I'm saying? How would you, like, would you constantly be watching your every video?